Hi, and happy Saturday. So, I had run out of blue boxes to open, and thankfully, I ordered two at one time. For the 30 seconds they sold out. They put both boxes in one big one. This is from Dayton, Ohio. And when I was getting it out of the holder that I have down at the gate, it sounded like it was kind of loose. So I'm really curious as to whether this is truly loose or if it's two boxes. So let's take a look. There we go. Oh, good. It's two boxes. So we're going to label these box number 1 and box number 2, and we will get to opening these. Okay, camera's reset, boxes marked, we're ready to go. Now I shipped both these boxes, and this one sounds like it has less littles in it. The other one sounds like it's full of broken pieces. So I guess we'll find out. First looks. Ooh. Pretty bling. Fresh looks. So we've got something on a purple card. AB stones. Got a very bling earring. I guess that's the right hand side. Another on card, which only has one earring set on it. All right, this will be an interesting box from Ohio. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, dokie. It took a hot minute, but we got it done. So this is a broken necklace full of beads, and I have extra beads over here that we're just going to all put into craft. Oops. There we go. We have something that is too shiny to read. Adult jewels. Well, that doesn't sound a little risque. So, oh, there's two here. Maybe. Basically, these are inexpensive, tarnished. The tone loss is pretty good on that, so we're just going to go ahead and put that into craft. We have this necklace, which I will put back to, oh, so the spring ring needs a little help. I was fully expecting to see some kind of country on this, but I don't. They're definitely dirty, but they're very nice. So these are molded. There's a little teeny tiny mold line right there. Acrylic. So we'll put these into the yes. Definitely have some age. We have a little heart crystallized pendant. I do not see a maker's mark. This feels like pot metal or maybe even stainless steel. It's really pretty. It's got a little itty bitty bit of tone loss right here. But other than that, good condition. Oh, I guess you might want to know what the length is. So it is, here. So it is 3-inch extender on a 25-inch chain, and it has a 1 1/4 inch pendant. I'm going to save that one for last. We have some red, I'm thinking acrylic. This spring ring is much better. And once again, I thought for sure this would have some kind of writing on it, but it does not. Just really nice red. They're kind of like they're almost like a red door or Elizabeth Arden red beads, and they are strung on string. Then we have these little fun beads, which are, Hong Kong. So these say Hong Kong right on them. Little fish hook clasp, red and white. Little barrel beads. So far, it's true to form. They're vintage. So we have this necklace, which I think has some tone loss to it. It looks like it wanted to be gold, and a lot of that has gone off. This is one long chain is what it looks like. Oh, nope, here's the clasp. Never mind. So this clasp I can't tell if it has something written on it or not. So let me see. Well, it kind of looks like it has something written on it. And it does. Looky there, 925. So I don't see any other marking. So this will go into our test pile. It could just be the spring ring. Actually, you know what? Easy way to test that. Okay, so there's no magnetism, so we'll put this in the testing pile. Then we have this extraordinarily long chain. Now this looks like Avon Gold. Let's see. I don't see any markings on it, but it has that tone where it's kind of like a brassy, and then it does have some tone loss to it as well. But it's a very well-made chain, and it is 20. It's like 60 inches of full chain, and it's on the heavy side. So we'll put this in the yes, and then we'll just give it a little bit better look. But it definitely, I'm thinking it definitely has some tone loss, because it looks like there's some silver and then gold, but it could be that it was made that way. So I'll have to take a better look at it. Then we have this pretty piece. Little pieces of abalone cobbled together into little squares. And I think yeah, this one says 925 as well. So we'll have to test this one and we'll see what's going on with it. Okay, so we have this multi-chain necklace. It has the rope as just a regular, I don't know what this is called, and then it has a serpentine. And it is also in that kind of Avon looking gold color. And this is 3.5-inch extender with the serpentine, which is the shortest, coming in at just about 14 inches, with the longest piece being not quite 18 inches. It's in good condition though, so yay. We have this piece. This will be good for this upcoming holiday season. Even though it's lighter colors, it has just enough character. This is Mika. Collar statement looks like, yes. All the stones are here, and we may actually have matching earrings to this, so we'll have to take a look. And this has a 3-inch extender on a 16-inch chain. It's all one piece. It's in, it's got a little bit of wear to it, like some scuff marks. But overall, there's no tone loss, so I'm going to say yes. Some of this out of the way. Here we go. So we just have some Mardi Gras beads, and we're just going to put those in craft. We have this necklace which is the same as the other. Now this is definitely all silver tone, so we're going to put this into the test. We have this chain with this little piece on it. I don't think okay, there's not any magnetism to any of this. And like the last piece, it does say, oh, actually, this is 925 not only on the clasp, but on the cusp. So definitely going to take a gander at this and test it. All right, so this necklace broke. This is not a silver tone necklace, so we're just going to take the flower off, put the chain into craft. The flower is enamel with stones, and I do not see any missing stones. It is a let's see, basically 2" by 2" for overall. 2" by 2". Nice piece. Another very long silver chain. Oh, this one has another mark on it. Let's see. Or a different type of mark. Okay, so this one also says 925, but it is a different style of mark. So I'm going to test that one as well. There were a lot of these chains all tumbled together. This one does not have any markings, although it is in the same style. This one has a little pendant with marcasites in it. Oh, and this does say 925. Let's see. Oops. Okay, we're gonna test that one too. Okay. I know someone named Brighton who would be going gaga over all this silver, potential silver. Once again, 925, 925. We have another pendant with marcasites on the one side. Looks like all the marcasites are there. Definitely says 925 on the back as well. There's no maker's mark on these anywhere. So, testing. Does this? Okay, let's, well, can't count the extender. Okay, this is not magnetic, with the exception of the extender. I think that's just where it's put together. I guess we'll have to test it because it's not magnetic, even though it's not marked. I've had stuff that's not marked before, and it turned out to be silver or gold. This necklace, I believe, is a costume piece. There's not a maker's mark, but it just has little, it's gold tone with little stationary beads. Yep, definitely costume piece. It is a 2.5 extender on a 36-inch chain. It's a nice chain. I don't see tone loss. I'll take a little bit better look at it in a little while. We have a pendant with little crystals in it. Open. Definitely tone loss on the back. And verdigris. I definitely see some verdigris happening. There is not a maker's mark, and I'm going to put this into craft. We have this necklace. Let's see what's happening with it. So we have acrylic molded beads on a chain that is kind of a brassy, like a dull brassy color. No maker's mark. It's quite long. It's pretty. It's great fall colors. It's great for fall. This would be for layering. And it is 33 inches in total. I think that's going to be good to go. Okay, so once again, we've got 925. So we'll just go ahead and put this into testing. I'm going to have to put a little counter on this video. Oh, well, that's pretty lovely. It has kind of a two-dimensional look to it. It's almost like it has something underneath the top surface. Trying to see, is this howlite? It's really hard to tell. It's super, super pretty though. It's on a silver tone or silver cord. There's no maker's mark. It is 16 inches with a 1-inch pendant, a 1-inch really pretty pendant. Lovely, I like it. Okay, so these, I'm 90% sure these are the poles off old, excuse me, off of old ceiling fans. They have the ball chain, and somebody had just put the two of them together. They were wrapped up. These are a heavy ceramic. I would say probably from the 70s or 80s. They do have, let's see. Oh, they just have smudge on them. So, yeah, I'm going to say these are fan poles. Now, we have this pretty necklace. It's like a lemon yellow, looks like maybe quartz, with a faux druzy. There we go. I'm thinking these are acrylic with a little, okay. What are we doing? There we go. So there's the drop. The chain looks to be in decent condition. And this is a loft piece. It's really pretty. I could see this on Erica. But can you see the, let's see. Let's pull you in. Can you see all the crystallization inside this? So we might run this over with the Presidium just to see if it does come up quartz. I'm thinking lemon quartz. We have this necklace, which doesn't take a genius to see Italy 925. So once again, we will put this little box chain into testing. We have a literally plastic rosary on a cord. We're just going to go ahead and put this little guy into craft. We have three of these little, I call them honey dippers, and they have little stones. I'm assuming this is a quartz with I don't know if this is jet. It basically almost doesn't fit into this little holder. And then we have, oh, I always get them backwards. It's the one that's volcanic. Is it obsidian? That's volcanic. But you can see all the little crystallizations and striations on it. So those are really nice. They're just on a regular bead ball, I'm assuming stainless steel cord. I guess we can test them and see what stones they are. Then we have this little pendant or locket. It also says 925. It's supposed to hold, maybe it's a prayer pendant. You put your wish or your prayer in it. Okay. And 925 on the clasp, on the ring. Now the ends, I am not seeing 925, but we will go ahead and give it a test along with all the other ones because it's the same style. Oh, we have another one. Jet or obsidian in this one. And then we have just the ball chain without the little gem in it. So we'll just put this together and put it aside. We have a tag for something with a safety pin on it. We'll just put that into craft. We have a marcasite little pendant. Oh, and this also says 925. So we're going to be doing a lot of testing. I may end up running out of 18 karat. This is broken off of something, so we'll just put it into craft along with the extra beads. I'm not sure what this goes to, so we'll just kind of hang on to it and see what happens. We have this large misshapen torque, very easily bendable, has the green goo known as verdigris, and that's probably because of the brass. Now, there's not any markings that I see on this. It's a pretty torque. I mean, the verdigris is really easy to get rid of, so it is a 5-inch top to bottom, definitely bendable, and it is 5.5 inches across. Ooh, it fits me quite nicely. So I guess we're going to have to test that. I mean, it's going to be... The silver part is not magnetic. The brass is definitely slightly magnetic. It does have some little balls to give it some definition. Yeah, we're going to have to test that too. Okay, my testing pile's getting quite large. This Lucky Brand piece is removable chains. We have a very short, okay, it's shorter than it should be because it's got a knot in it still that I didn't see. But it has these little pendants in gold, silver, and then gold. And this bottom one has a little tiny star on it. Feels like it would be acrylic, maybe. We can always give it a test. So this has there we go. This has let's call it a 1.5 inch extender. And then the first chain is approximately 16 inches. The next one is 24 and 29, a little over 29. So great find. I'm going to leave the bracelets till last. We have this little chain. I think it says 1/20th gold fill. It definitely says 1/20th gold fill, but they cut it right where you would know what amount of gold. I'm assuming maybe 14 carats, either 10 or 14, I would think. Now, I don't know if all of the beads are that way. What do we have? Oh, we just have something on there. And these beads are just through string. So we'll have to test these and see what's going on. Like maybe they're silver under, I don't know. We'll have to test it and be careful when I'm testing it, because we already know that I break things. And we have yet another .925 to test and see if these are real. My goodness, how many of those did we have? Definitely going to be counting those. Okay, next up, Mardi Gras beads. So we're just going to put those in craft. We have, it's a football necklace made with, I swear these are cherry nuts or hazelnuts. That's what they look like, misshapen. But it's a football necklace. At least somebody put little football beads on it. We're going to put this in craft. Now this has little angels, Millefiori beads, and let's see. So let's get a close-up. So these are Murano or Murano style beads. They're not truly Millefiori. We have glass. We have something sparkly and blue. We have some more glass bead. We have a kitty. Look at that little kitty. We have some more glass beads that are wanting to be Millefiori. I learned the other day that Millefiori means 10,000 flowers. The angel, we have a little heart with a paw print. I love my cat. I do love my cat. And these look like eyeglass holders. So don't know who makes this. It's a very nice piece though. So we're going to put this in yes. This multi-strand, let's see, what do we've got going on here? Premier Design. Now it's got a silver bead, or a silver chain, and then the other two, or 5, are anywhere from copper to bronzy kind of color. Lots of little beads. Okay, these are kind of wrapped up in themselves. So, multi-chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of multi-chain. Definitely needs a wipe down. It's just the strands that go around the neck that have some discoloration. The rest of it looks like it's okay. So we have up to here is 5 inches. And then we have 18 inches down to 22 inches. So I'm going to put it in the yes, even though it's got discoloration on these back chains, just because it's a nice piece and there's no reason not to put it in there. Now this one has knots in it. It's a little bit of a conundrum because it's got a cheap extender on it. Then we have a very finely tuned chain with an itsy bitsy knot, and it is missing the clasp. It is slightly magnetic. So we're just going to put this little good luck elephant. Well, I mean, its trunk is down, so I guess it's not a good luck elephant. But we're just going to go ahead and put this into craft. And what do we have? We have a hook, clasp. The hook says 925. I don't see any other markings, so we will have to